Hey friends, in this video I want to create a beautiful flawless look with Guerlain, only using Guerlain, and I'm gonna start with the primer. I think it's a primer. I'm gonna use it like that. It is a makeup base and it's a sample size because I don't have the full size, but it's Low Radiance Concentrate with Pure Gold. I'm gonna start with that. I do have dry skin in case you don't know that, so I like to always add something in the bottom, be a moisturizer or a primer that is gonna help my skin stay moisturized for longer. It does have a fragrance. I believe most, if not all, Guerlain products have a fragrance, which I don't mind. And I'm just looking for a radiant, soft radiant look under my foundation. And I'm gonna be using the Terracotta Le Teint foundation. I have used the foundation before and the concealer. This is new to me. I'm gonna try it out with you guys. The shade of my foundation is 1N and the shade for the concealer 1N as well. So let's start with the foundation. I find that the foundation is beautiful, flawless. It's one of my favorite foundations. It looks like I have like a filter in my skin, but it is a shade a little bit darker. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go really slow, really soft, and I'm gonna be easy on the bronzer as well. To apply the foundation, I'm gonna be using today the Refer number 31, and you see it's a little bit runny, but not too much. And I'm gonna start slow because again it's a shade a little bit darker than what I would like, but I'll just go easy on the bronzer. And I am gonna using powder as well to set it. But I do love the formula of this foundation. It is beautiful on my skin. It gives me this porcelain look on my skin, which I love. And I also love the brush. This is not Guerlain, this is Refer, but I like the way that it's slanted and it's dense but soft. Make sure to get all down to my neck. I got 2 pumps, but I think 2 pumps is a little bit too much, but let's see. So there it is all over the skin. I do have a little of excess, which I'll swipe it clean now. Okay, so now I'm going with the concealer. I'm going to use it today to apply the BK Beauty and Nikki La Rose N16 brush. I'm going to use this one today. I do want to give a close-up of these terracotta line. You see how the top is like brown, just like the foundation, and then it has the design on top of the cap. Hope you could see it. And the bronzer, the highlight, and the blush all off from the terracotta line, so you see that design being repeated. Okay, so let's take a look at the doe foot. Okay, typical doe foot applicator, and I'm gonna go typical where I apply concealer. I think that's the only place I'm going to apply. Wow, really pretty. Has like a little bit of dewiness, which I love in a concealer, because again I do have dry skin, so it doesn't cake up on me or dry up or accentuate my little fine lines. And because it is 1N, the same shade as a foundation, it doesn't really brighten up my eye area, but it does conceal. For some reason I find like the camera is a little bit too low. I don't know if I feel different, but I don't know if you guys are seeing the same thing. I haven't moved my camera, so I don't know what's going on there. Any excess I'm going to apply over the lid, and that's gonna serve like a base for my shadows. I don't have a loose powder, so I'm gonna use the one from Chanel, the Natural Finish loose powder in shade 30, just a little bit on the eye area. This foundation, it's not sticky or doesn't need any setting, but I do want to apply around the eye area just a little bit. It does bring its own little puff, so that's exactly what I'm going to use to apply. Just get a little bit with the puff here over the eye area. There you go. Really easy. I'm going to go right in with the shadows, and today I'm going to be using the OMG Eyeshadow Quad 940 Royal Jungle. This is the color story that I'm leaning towards too, so that's what I'm going to be using. I'm going to use one brush for the lid, for the whole lid, and then I use other brushes for like the waterline and all that. I'm going to start, this is not a new quad, I've used it before multiple times, and I'm just gonna go straight with I'm gonna add a little bit of the base first. I think this one is more shimmery than the rest, but there's no mattes in this quad, so I'm gonna start with that gold color and just apply like a base. This color is really light, so if you're my skin tone, you probably won't see it. The only thing you'll see are the little gold specks. And now I'm going to go in with this brown shade right here, like a coppery bronze, like more like a bronze, and I'm going to apply that on the outer half carefully. I don't want any fallout, although I don't remember any fallout less all the other times I've used it, but just in case, because I don't want to get it on my dress. And I'm going to go here in the crease. If you've seen me in the past, this is how I usually apply shadows. I do the dark side, the outer half first, accentuating my crease area because I do have hooded eyes, and this is what works for me and for my eye shape. And then going in the outer half all over this area right here, the crease again, and the lid. And once I have that covered the way I want it, then I'll go back, clean off, and then work on the edges. Make sure it's very clean and there's no like rough edges, rough patches. Oh, by the way, I'm using the Esom Cosmetics V34 brush for this application. Okay, now I have the outer half taken care of. I'm gonna go in with my finger and go in with this gold color. It's so pretty. I love this formula because they're pigmented, but they're also delicate at the same time. They're so soft, and I don't see any fallout. Beautiful, elegant looking shadows. And I don't want to go into like a really dark, dramatic look today. Something just really soft. Well, soft in comparison to a really dramatic look because there's nothing light about it. I'm gonna get some of that gold I use in the base. Just like, it's like really light. I'm gonna apply a little bit here to add a little bit more shimmer. I do want to use this shade right here. So what I'm gonna do is get the BK Beauty and Nikki La Rose N12, just like a flat brush, and I'm going to apply it on the waterline and a little bit here over the lid. Sort of like an eyeliner, but really subtle. And I'm going to go again with the same color and apply it here on the waterline. Leave the tear duct area. I'm going to apply highlighter there because this color is not bright enough for the inner corner. But let me take a look. I think it's so pretty. What do you guys think? Okay, I'm gonna go in with mascara if I can just find it. Yes, it's the Guerlain, of course, the Noir G, which has like that U-shaped applicator. For bronzer, I'm gonna be using the Terracotta Blooming Bee. I don't know if this is still available, but this is the only Guerlain bronzer I found. So this is the one I'm going to be using, and I'm going to apply it with the Sonia G Jumbo bronzer. I feel bad because I know every time I swirl it, I am rubbing the bee a little bit away. So, I mean, it's sad, but I do want to use it. And I'm going to go really light-handed because, again, this shade is a little bit darker. So I'm just going to go here, a little bit bronzer down here, create like a shadow effect. Not necessarily contouring. It's just to add a little bit of color, and you see there's a difference between one side and the next, just but subtle, not too dramatic. Okay, now with blush, I'm going to be using one of the new blushes, the Terracotta blush in the shade Light Coral. And like I was telling you earlier, all the blush, the bronzer, and the highlight have that same design in the top. And this time, again, I'm going to be using Sonia G, but I'm going to be using the Jumbo Base to apply the blush. And I'm just going to give it a couple of taps just to add a little bit of color. Tap, tap. I think I need more, so a little bit more. I'm going for a subtle look, remember, so something soft. Not overboard. I don't want to go overboard with product, because I think my eyes are going to be like the focus of my face today. So everything else, I want it to be a little bit more lighter. Just like that. And then for luminizer or highlight, I'm going to be using the luminizer in shade Cool Ivory. I'm going to be using the Rare Beauty highlighter brush. And this is a pretty pigmented highlight. I only got a little bit and you can see it there. It's really highlighting. So I'm not going to get too much. A little bit on the brow bone. I'm looking to see where the light naturally hits my skin, so that's where I'm going to apply the highlighter. Here. And a little bit here on the curve of my nose. And the tip. I did want to apply a little bit in the inner corner of my eye, so I'm going to use a reference number 03. Okay, and finally, to finish off the look for lips, I'm going to be using the Guerlain, of course, the Kiss Kiss Shine Bloom in shade 509 Wild Kiss, which is like a soft burnt terracotta, kind of like my dress, but it's not exactly the same color. This is like a mix between a lipstick and a balm, right between a balm and a lipstick. They're so moisturizing, so nice on the lips. So this is it. This is my final look. What did you guys think? I think I'll like a color that's closer to my dress, but this formula is beautiful. Again, feels so good on the lips, so moisturizing. It's a beautiful color. And the rest of the makeup, the foundation, like I told you, it blurs my pores. It looks like if I have a filter on, it feels really comfortable, light. It's not sticky. The concealer, I like it as well, and I knew the shadows and everything else I love because I've used it before multiple times. The concealer is the only thing that is new, and I like it. I like the way everything came out. Is exactly what I was looking for. But now it's your turn. Let me know down below in the comments what you think of these products, of this look. It's always good like to go back and look for those favorites and use them again, not forget about them. Don't leave them behind a drawer. Bring them out and use it as well, because even though they're not new, it's beautiful makeup, beautiful products. This is my video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, leave me all your questions and comments down below. I'm listing everything I've used today in the description box. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you next time. Bye.